And here we are on our first video recorded podcast episode. Like, we're gonna do like the for real thing, because we've set up cameras before, like on the side, and then we forget about it, and then we're like, haha, this feels like a lot of pressure. Maybe this is why we didn't do it before now.
Maybe. Yeah.
We may start doing this on occasion. This is just kind of a test run. Yep.
How it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's always weird when you see yourself on camera.
It really, really is. And I'm so used to doing just the audio where we can show up in our pajamas and, like, we're good. Not that my hair ever looks any better, because it always looks like this.
Your
but
hair looks cute.
But sometimes, yeah, we're still in our PJs, you know, and however, I have learned from doing this by setting this desk up like this, I don't have to have pants on. I don't like wearing pants.
And she doesn't. I just
I
can't.
have fake, I call leggings fake pants. My leggings are fake pants.
I love fake pants.
Yeah. So I'm like, real pants or fake pants? Freaking fake pants. I'm not working today. I don't need real pants on.
That's right.
You have real pants on.
I do, unfortunately. I thought about changing before I came over here, and I'm like, I don't have the energy. I would have to take them off and put something back on.
I know, right? We can refer to ourselves as the legging ladies. Better than the crazy Walmart lady. 2020.
Right.
Speaking of that, we will show that. It's very, very inappropriate, so we apologize. It's kind of rated R because of the language. Freaking hilarious. Best thing you'll see all week. So cheers to that. Let's.
Yeah, here's to repenting.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so with all that being said, I hope at least the viewers of this like the setup here. It's a lot of fun doing. I like decorating. I know, and then in the midst of everything, I had to, like, do my hair.
I know,
It
right?
was the craziest thing. It's getting too long. It doesn't do, like...
What you wanted to?
Yeah, and then, yeah.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Freaking hay hair. Anyway, so let's, like, really start the podcast. Welcome to Paranormal XL Podcast. I'm Gigi, and with me, of course, for always, is Mama Mary.
Hi.
Hi! So, I already went through that. This week we're going to be talking about Doll Island, which is exciting. This was actually Mama Mary's pick, which I was like, what now? Are you sure? I'll make sure I have the box of wine because that lasts me through the whole weekend, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of a lush on the weekends. I'm not going to lie.
Well,
I work hard through the week, and that's my time.
Mm-hmm.
But buying wine by the bottles gets kind of expensive, or can.
Box makes sense.
It does when you're drinking as much as I do. And like last weekend, I made the hillbilly champagne is how I refer to it. It's 7-Up or Sprite, and then I mix in with the box wine as I'm pouring my glasses. Gives it a little bubbly, a little something different.
Mm-hmm. A little something.
Yeah, and it makes me feel fancy.
You put your pinky up and everything?
I was just going to say that. Okay, but before we get to the Doll Island thing, I wanted to address something first, and that would be the negative comments. What? I feel as if I should ask a question right now, so I'm trying to think of something real quick. How do you feel about negative comments?
Well, I think it's like a little bit of give and take. On my page, Spiritual Voices, I've been getting a lot of negative talk. People call me witches. People telling me that I'm a joke. You know, people telling me I'm going to go to hell. And
I'm already here.
I mean... So my comment back to them is just love and light, because the fact is, if you're taking the time to respond to something that was just an advertisement with hate, then really the issue is not me. It really lies with that person taking the time to make that comment, because it shows the negativity that lies in their heart, especially when they preach themselves as being Christians or from a different other religion. If they're taking the time to make a personal post that's hateful, then maybe they should reflect back on their religion and what they've been learning from it and what they need to do to repent.
No, I know that's stuck in your head since that video. I totally agree with you with that, and of course we had discussion about that before this. So with that being said,
Well, the PXL page is all about being open-minded.
Yes.
And everybody being able to have a right to their own opinion and to talk about that opinion in a positive way. Not to, that's what we embrace and how we embrace people. Not, to have closed-minded people, spill hate.
Exactly. Oh my God, I forgot. I was going to go off what you said. I can't remember what that was. The love and light. Yes. Love and light. But like I discussed beforehand, it was the fact that, okay, looking at that, to me, that wasn't, like Mary said, she's not the one with the issue. I'm not the one with the issue. He let us steal his energy. And that's something that we've talked about many, many times. And the main thing with just being a spiritual person or even being a strictly science person, it's don't let somebody else rent space in your head.
That's right.
I know I'm kind of a hypocrite because I'm addressing this right now, but I do want to address it because I know so many paranormal crews out there go through this all the time. And it's even coming from other paranormal crews. Yeah. So you're doing the same thing after the same answers or have the same hobby, but you're still attacking each other. And that's
it doesn't make
why.
Any sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
The negative, and I know there's negative in everything. However, I've never felt it as bad as I have since starting this in March. Mm-hmm. And it is very rare, and I don't usually pay attention. Just because of the fact I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to let it rent space in my head. I don't know. Something about, okay, this is what got me going on this. And yeah. I sponsored an ad for a Paranormal XL podcast to get it out there. I do that every so often. Mary does it too. Yep. So that way it kind of helps with our time. That way we don't got to keep posting over and over, that type of thing. It's the whole algorithm thing. Anyhow, there was one on there. I'm not going to call out the name. I'm not going to do any of that. I did, however, delete it because it was negative, and that's not how I want to portray Paranormal XL. That's not how I want to come across at all. I don't care what religion you are, what country you come from. You can be a little green man from Mars. I'm going to love you all the same because you want to know why? Because we're all here together. This is our planet, our Earth, our universe.
That's right.
It's ours. How are we supposed to protect ours if we're fighting with each other?
Exactly. It's all about the collective whole. But, like I was saying before we started, really, we're both light workers in our own way, spreading a message. And so when you have people coming at you with hate, that comes from the darkness. Right. And it just means that your light is getting stronger. If people are coming out of the woodwork thinking they need to take you down, that's just the darkness working through their fear-based energy. Right. It saps into them and uses them as vessels to try to take a punch at you. So that's kind of where you're coming from, where don't let them in your head. Because then it gives them power over you. That gives the darkness power. Right.
Oh, for sure. And I refuse to let that happen. I got too much awesome stuff going on right now. We both do. Together we do. And in our separate lives we do. I've waited 37 years to get to where I am right now, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing. And there's been haters along the way, and there always will be haters. And that's okay, because that does teach. It's a lesson. I firmly believe that it's a lesson. And with that guy, with his comment, it wasn't anything. I mean, he didn't come off and swear or anything like that, but it did hurt a little bit because I put a lot of time and soul into what we do. Energy. We both do, and because we believe in it, and everybody should have something they believe in enough to put their whole into. Like, my family, my home life does suffer for it. They're okay with it because I have a great support system, and you're in my family, so, you're included in that, and vice versa. I hope you feel the same way. The support system, I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't have the awesome support system that I do. But that hate that he spit, and I think it was only a sentence, and I know he was trying to get a reaction out of me. I was not going to give that to him. So my advice to crews out there or anybody else, and I've followed other people's stories that are coming out with being spiritual and stuff, and their families turning their back on them. That's okay. We will be your family. I just want to say that. We will probably never meet. We may not even ever talk on Facebook, but we will be your family. There's like-minded people out there. I wouldn't take it to anybody. It just makes me very, very sad that happened. I don't know why, and it's not that big of a deal, and I know it's not that big of a deal. I don't handle mean very well. Call me a crybaby. Call me whatever you will. When it comes to somebody being mean or spitting hate, I don't know how to react to that because I am no part of that. Mm-hmm. I would never spit hate at anybody. I'm a protector of my family, of my children. of anybody and everybody I love, which would be the whole world and universe, because without the universe, I wouldn't have or be where I'm at. Like, people are so in their box. I'm getting all heated up.
Yeah.
They're so in their box that they can't see straight, you know? And then there's another, what I do love to see, though, let's end this conversation on a positive note, is the other gentleman that posted on there. We've been conversating back with him.
Yeah.
It was a conversation. Clearly, I don't believe that he agrees with paranormal or spiritual ways, which is fine, but how he's coming about it is great. That's exactly what we want. We're not going to try to bring you into our beliefs, because my beliefs are different than Mama Mary's. Mm-hmm. And whoever's watching this, your beliefs are different than mine. Whether it's something so small in our belief system that's different, it's still different. And that's okay. It's what fits our personal beliefs. Because even the everyday Christian that goes to school every Sunday, goes to church every Sunday, each one of them, they still see it differently. Or it's different to them. It is great.
As long as it's feeding their soul and it makes them feel good at the end of the day. That's the whole point of faith, is to feel good about what you believe in.
Right, and I think because we believe that so firmly, that's why I'm taking this like as a hit, and I don't know why. I want to let it go. I don't let stuff get to me very often. I'm too busy for that, to let that negative in.
Well, that's what you call trolls.
Oh, yeah.
People who troll your page and try to,
Okay, well, first of all, he said stay off my page. I didn't get on your page. That was a paid advertisement, a sponsored advertisement. That's on your algorithm. Sorry. Something that you looked up before told Facebook it was okay to put it on there because you might be interested. It had nothing to do with Paranormal XL. It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with Mama Mary. Like, If you don't like it, keep scrolling. There's so much stuff that I should be offended or that I want to say. Family members,
It's just stuff.
Post up. Yeah. I don't agree with half of the political stuff that's put on. But I'm not going to sit there. I'm going to be like, oh, they're silly. Oh, I don't agree with that. I think that to myself, but I'm not going to take that time to put on. Keep scrolling. What in the heck? Like, seriously? Anyway, but hey, you know what? I do want to tell that guy thank you, because I was able to have this conversation. And to anybody out here experiencing the hate in the world that's coming toward you for something that you have passion in, don't listen. And if you are... It's all fear-based. That's what makes me... Look, I'm making a fist. It's because it's fear-based. I don't totally believe in everything Wiccan or everything pagan. I take some out of that, and I'll take some out of straight up, Catholic versions of things, Baptist. I was raised Baptist. Like, I went to Baptist church my whole life, all that. And I will say, this may get me hated on too. I don't know. We'll find out. Baptist, that's why I stuck with them even as, like, in my 20s, is because for being a Christian religion, they are open-minded. They don't preach hate. They don't preach, you need to tell people to be, no. Or at least the church that I went to, the pastor was so kind and loving to everybody. Like, it was just spreading the light, spreading the love. If you know somebody that seems lost, bring him here. We'll welcome them. We'll show them love. But don't go out and preach them like you did. No. And he's like, okay, I know every one of you MFers just sinned this week, and that's okay because we have to be out here living life. Like, he was real about it. And let's be real. We sin all the time. If we were to take everything out of the Bible, we sin all the time because, okay, times have changed since that book was written. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Isn't it to be gluten? Or is it gluttony?
Gluttony.
Which is eating a lot, right? Am I wrong on that?
I have no idea.
May have to take that part out. There's parts in there where it's like, are you serious? Like, no.
And some of it's kind of silly.
Yeah. And things have to change over time. That's the only way we're going to grow. And that's the thing with the book. People refer to it as the book. And that's fine too. But with anything, you have to change. Because you all would be doomed to hell. Like, I don't care that you go and repent yourself. Those are just words. It's actions, people. Actions. That's why we are, at least Mama Mary and I, we take a little bit from everything that we've learned, changing all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That works for us, that allows us to spread the love and light. and take in and show these people that it's okay. It's okay to be different. I don't care that you don't agree with Paranormal XL, but you clearly didn't get in to look at what we're about. Like, then I would have let his stuff stay.
Yeah.
I would have let his comments stay. Because we do try to look at everything from all angles. We're both so open-minded. We know our own belief system, but we're both so open-minded that we'll listen to anybody.
Yeah.
And we're not going to tell you you're wrong. We're going to be like, oh, wow, that's great. We may even take notes on it and put it in some of our daily things, as we're constantly changing. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's all about growth.
I just want everybody to know, thank you for letting me go on my rant. It really helped, but I just want the other crews and other spiritual people that are listening and watching, know that it's okay. There's always going to be haters. Keep doing what you love. As small as what you may think it is, you're changing the world, and even if it's just yourself changing the world for yourself, that is okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just love everybody, and everybody should just love everybody. I'm going to flip this table. I'm really not, because there's wine up here and our other stuff.
We should get a little baby table and flick it over.
Like one of those ones you get on the pizzas whenever we get mad. Well, like we said, if you see something on Facebook that you don't, just keep scrolling. Don't let it take your time. It's all right. Unless you have something constructive to say. Constructive doesn't always mean positive, but it means you may have a question, like the other feller that we talked about. He was just straight up asking questions. That's what we want, because that makes us open our minds more as well.
Yeah.
Not only is he learning, we're learning. And
exactly.
How I feel about it. And I firmly stand by our ending statement in the podcast. Every episode, don't yuck someone else's yum.
Ever.
And that's why. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what their belief system is. And that's because you are not them. We're allowed to be different.
Mm-hmm.
And research before you attack. I'm just saying. Research so you can back it up.
That's right.
That's it on that. So thank you for letting me vent and rant. So, ready to get started?
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, Doll Island. Like I said, I can't believe Mama Mary. I was like, so what do you want to do next week?
It's so creepy.
She's like, Doll Island. I'm like, what in the what? Doll Island?
So creepy.
Yeah.
It really is. You should see the pictures. Just looking at
Yeah, they're fun. Just look at it. Will you just look at it? It made me laugh a little because she hates dolls. Like, hates them. So what made you want to do this episode? This is funny.
The girls made me watch the Ghost Adventures on it. And I was like, oh, that's so creepy. Oh, but I thought it'd be a good
fun one.
Good fun one to talk about. A good story.
So we could all watch her face.
So
because it's going to be great. She's going to be like, oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Turn the lights off. Oh, it's a freaking really doll. It is. To go there. It's one of those things, though, that the urban legend makes it so creepy. Yeah.
Well, like the whole video itself
love urban
with the
legends.
Ghost Adventures, it creeps me out because which doll does he bring with him? Is it the David doll? Which one? It's the haunted doll that he has in his museum. And he brings that with him. And, before he takes the doll out, the medium, warns him, not to. Because they go see a medium first. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no. And then he's there he is. They're all standing in a dark room. And he's all serious. And he's all dark. And we're going to open this case. And he opens the case. And he's like, ah! And you're like, oh. But, no.
That's so funny.
Don't take a haunted doll to a haunted doll island. No. He could have met a girlfriend there. But then all of a sudden he's pissed because he can't take the girlfriend home. She's got to stay on the island.
Are you talking about
the doll itself?
Oh, the doll.
Then he's going to curse you.
Robert the doll, I don't think he has that in his possession.
He had one of the
dolls. I know he's got it, 2 or 3. At least when I was there, I have a feeling, just from looking back on the webpage and stuff, that he changes out his items.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was there, Robert was not there. When we did the episode on oppression or possession, Robert was located somewhere else. Yeah.
I wonder if that was the doll. I can't remember the exact name.
Now, he did have a few there. There was a doll there that had her own room. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. But she was locked in a case. They had a spirit box in there with her. Oh. So I went in there, and people are asking it ridiculous questions, and I just kept my mouth shut. So I'm like, because it was just so cool to see some of these items that we had covered in that particular episode. Yeah. that was really neat. But Robert was not there, at least when I was there. It would have been cool. Maybe he got Robert and took with him just for that. I don't know, but I don't necessarily know why he needed to take a doll to talk to a doll. If there's spirits inside, the spirit's going to communicate with you if it wants to.
I think he was like looking to see if he could get like activity because of it.
Oh, Mr. Zach Baggins. It's a good thing you're handsome. I'm just saying. He's nerdy cute, and I'm just saying that's...
He's kind of a good nerdy cute.
Uh-huh. That's exactly... To me, that's what he is, nerdy cute.
He's like a sexy nerd.
Yeah. Just like Spencer on Criminal Minds. So there's Spencer and Morgan. Morgan's like, he's just hot, all right?
I had a dream about him once.
Morgan?
He came to me.
I might need a minute.
He came to me in my dream.
Yeah.
The guy from Thor. And I was in my bedroom and I'm like, what are you two hot guys doing in my room? And they said, well, we're aliens, so we're here to warn you that the aliens are coming to Earth, but they're friendly aliens. And I said, so all the hot people are aliens? And they're like, pretty much. And I woke up.
Oh, that's all right. I'm all right with them.
True story.
I would let Thor and Morgan in my room, I'd let them in anywhere.
Even if they were aliens?
Uh-huh. As long as they look like that, I don't care. I love everybody. Did you not hear me in my rant?
Yes.
She's like, yeah, I freaking heard you. I love everybody. Love everybody. So that's what got you kind of intrigued and was like, we should probably talk about this on the podcast. It'd be a fun one, right?
It would. And it was. It was creepy looking at all the dolls and, listening to the story of how it all started.
I need to watch. I didn't watch that episode. I do not watch a lot of Mr. Zach Baggins. On occasion, I do. I don't want to say I'm a fan, but I am, because I do find him intriguing. However, on my own personal thought, does not have to be yours, it's Hollywood. And that's exactly what it was.
Yep.
Is.
They have
so, like,
to,
at the beginning versus where he is now. Yeah, he was more realistic before. Some people would call him a sellout. I've seen people refer to him as that. And that's okay. I don't care who you are. If somebody comes and offers you money to do what you love, you're going to take it. Come on.
That's not a
I'm
sellout,
just saying.
That's a businessman.
Yes. And he's doing what he's told to do. And he does a good job. It doesn't matter if you don't like him or not, because that's still publicity, and publicity is publicity. And I can't believe I just said that like 3 times in a row, and I don't think I messed it up.
No, you did. It's a good thing, because that could come close to another word, so good job.
Yeah, right. You're right. I'll pat myself on the back for that. Yeah, I'm a fan of him personally, I think. Just to watch him from the beginning until where he is now and what he has, it's amazing. And I do love that. He's not a complete sellout, because clearly,
he's still doing what he loves.
Right, but he's sharing that with having the museum, and stuff like that. The museum, that was just so awesome. Mm-hmm. It was $45. Like, that might be a lot to some people, but for anything that's out there, you got to pay to go see in Vegas. That's nothing. And all the cool stuff you get to see. And then you get a memory. You get a story behind it. Like, it's just great. And they do a phenomenal job explaining everything. You get different tour guides depending on the area, so you're not missing out on anything, or cutting it short. Yeah. It's great. Mr. Zach Baggins and the Island of Dolls. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of dolls, just like that doll room. And had that real live little person come out and scare the shit out of me. Give me your teeth. No! They're my teeth. Scared the shit out of me. I'm all like, cool room. And then she, give me your teeth. And I'm like, what the? And I look down. She comes running out.
It'd be funny if you had dentures and you actually got them out and gave them to her.
She said real teeth. Somebody asked that. She's like, so, somebody was like, do you want real teeth? And they're like, and she was like, yeah, they gotta be real. So they were like, oh, I don't know what you're going to do with it, but it was creepy. They did a good job. Anyway. And actually, since we're talking about the Zach Baggins thing, I do have, the only thing that I brought back from Vegas was, which Mama Mary has the other one, I call it my Zach Baggins Sage. This is for when I find a demon and we need to cleanse it. Okay? This is the only thing besides my Zach Baggins Haunted Museum pin that I brought back from Vegas. This is no lie. Out of all the things I could have brought back,
well,
there was so much cool stuff out in Vegas. None of that appealed to me. I was like, this is the reason I came out here. This is what I'm getting. I didn't even bring my kids back anything. Mom! I'm like, I couldn't fit it in my bag. Like, I was like, Zach Baggins would have came back with me if he was there. I'm just saying, because he would have. I'm going to end up on an episode of the True Crime XL if I don't shut up. Okay, anyway, back to the Doll Island and Zach Baggins, and that's why we're here. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Baggins.
Yeah, thank you. No, the girls like watching that show, so just watching the show in general, it's like, oh, it's kind of creepy. It really is.
Yeah. They definitely do a good job.
They do. There's the backstory to it where Don Julian?
Yeah.
He moves there. And the basic story is he finds a little girl in like a creek and she's dead. And so that kind of devastates him. And then and a couple of days after that, a doll washes to the shore in the same area. And so to please the spirit of the little girl, he hangs the doll.
Yes.
And then feels like that's not enough to appease her, hangs another doll. And then
so on and so forth.
He continues to do more. So for some reason, he has some obsession with the little girl, and I'm not sure.
Right. What I read is because he couldn't save her, and that hit him really hard. And this is, if you can see, this is a picture of him, what he looked like. Now, they did end up finding him passed away in the same spot that he was supposedly found the girl.
Yeah, like 2001 for like a heart attack, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was in the same spot that he found the girl. Now, however, where's this girl's body?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, nobody, it wasn't a missing person or nothing. I'm just saying, and that's where the legend comes in. I think a lot of this got played in. He may have thought that, but why was he on an island by himself?
I know.
Didn't he have any family? I mean, he may not have, and that's okay.
I think he did. He left his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, he left his wife and his family and sequestered himself on this island for whatever reason. And maybe, and this is just, stipulation, maybe, because I couldn't find a whole lot of history on the family itself. So maybe they had a little girl and she passed away.
And that was his way with dealing.
And the story is he found that body.
Right.
And instead, really, it was somebody close to him that he was trying to appease.
And see,
appease his own demons.
Right. And that makes more sense to me than
just
what they did here. But who doesn't love a good urban legend? You all know that I love them. I love doing stories on them. Pretty much all the videos that we have put out on YouTube are from urban legends. I thoroughly enjoy doing that. Now you can go out there. They have opened it up. It's a tourist attraction, which kind of sucks when I looked into the story of this and then because that's what we do. We put a scary edge on it, and that's not what he was intending to do.
Yeah.
It was to show respect to the little girl's spirit that he thought was still around. So that's what he was doing. He was trying to show respect. And then, of course, now, we got all these scary stories, ghost stories that go along with it. So now people fear it and people go there. But it was more of to me, like a celebration of her life. He was trying to
appease her spirit. And then, the saying is, well, they have over 1,500 now dolls that are on that island.
Yeah, because now people bring them over.
They do, and they hang them up. And they say that's where the hauntedness comes from, is all the different energies that are being brought to the island.
That would make sense if I totally believed in that. Now, I know there's stories of people visiting where they know they can hear the dolls chattering back and forth. They can see the dolls moving. I mean, there's like an ungodly amount of stories that go with it. I don't know. Would I like to see it to say that I did? Yep, but I don't want to be on a boat that long because the main, it's just south of Mexico City. What I read is the main tour boats that go through the canals and stuff, the main ones don't stop there. So if you go there and want to visit that island, you have to ask them which boats go there.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be anywhere from I think they said a 2 hour to a whatever, depending on what kind of boat that you take there.
Wow, really?
So, and then on the one site, it said it was $15 US money to go there per hour. So you need to make sure that you get all that figured out. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I could be wrong. This is just from the research that I did. So if any of our listeners or watchers have been there and know this, let us know just so we can correct ourselves if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. But that is what I seen. It's $15 an hour or average. Every place charges different to go over there. But I don't know. I think it's crazy. It's a
think
fun
somewhere I would
story.
go personally myself, but it is
No,
a fun story.
I don't think you'd go there either.
No.
I think it'd be sweet to go there at nighttime and like look at these scary dolls with flashlights. I think that'd be awesome. So you wouldn't go there?
I probably wouldn't. No, I'd
No?
pass it up.
Really?
I wouldn't.
What if I was like, Mom, somebody offered us a free trip to Doll Island. Let's go.
I don't know.
Would you just do this the whole time? I'd bring lots of boxes of wine because we can't drink the water down there.
I'd be okay. I would do it with wine.
Oh, for sure.
Like little backpack carriers.
Yeah,
the
the purses like, and our hats.
Little angel wings.
Oh, we're too much. We're too much. I can't even handle us. Oh, goodness. So with that being said, I think I have a hard time seeing the camera from this far. I'm not for sure how well you can see all the pictures, but at least Mama can see the pictures. I haven't showed her the full video yet, so some of them I kind of had fun with, and then there's like this noise that came in with it, and it scared me the first time that I watched it back. I was like looking at my outlets because I thought there was like gonna start a fire, so I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah. But this also means how easy it is for somebody to change a picture. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, I didn't even know my computer had it. This thing, or these fun things to do with pictures. I was like, oh. Well, we can start from the beginning if you want.
Sure.
That makes it fun. Let me see our main picture here. There. Yay. Sorry, listeners. I should have put music in. That would have been fun.
Oh, yeah. How creepy.
Mm-hmm. That right there scared me. Oh, they're kind of big on the TV, so they kind of distorted a little, but you can still get the gist.
Oh, that was so scary.
Oh, those babies. She needs to pull up her coat.
Inappropriate.
You wash your face.
Kind of creepy. Oh.
Now, I do believe the first doll he put out, they have that on a special display. That one,
That one's creepy.
Yeah, creepy. That was the end.
The end.
The end. I thought Destiny put it so it kept playing, but that's alright. But that's all I had time to put together, really. But, yeah. So you wouldn't go there.
I don't think I would. I don't know. It's kind of creepy. Like, can you imagine what the energy feels like from all those dolls?
You know, with what you said, with what they say, that the energy is coming from people dropping off the dolls. Maybe people are already taken. Now, would the doll be possessed, or would that be possession or oppression?
A doll, I would say that would be possessed. Because oppression is sort of like putting your energy onto something else. Like, you know, where if there was an evil entity that was trying to eventually possess something, it would tear down your energy first, which is oppression.
Okay.
You know, they would, the second vampire type thing, which will sap your energies till you're weak enough where they could fully possess it. So if a doll is possessed, it would be possessed.
But with a possession, the doll could actually move.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, but an oppression.
That's more of something trying to take your energy. Trying to control your energy until it completely possesses it.
It's like a demon would be. Having a demon attach itself to you would be an oppression.
Exactly. Because it's not fully controlling you yet.
So having Zach Baggins. I'm kidding.
No, she's not.
I'm not. I'm so not. I don't know if the camera can pick us up because I don't have them. I don't know how to do all that stuff. So if anybody wants to be like our producer for free, we will offer. What's that called when people do stuff for free just for a learning experience?
Apprentice.
Yeah. We are taking applications for apprentices. Hey, you never know. You never know.
You should have told me. I had my little tiny mic that would have recorded it.
Oh yeah, we could have.
Yeah, and put it right up here. Yeah, it has a little stand.
Next time, see, learning experience. See, because before when we did it, it picked it up fairly well. Mm-hmm. With the phone, I have the camcorder. I was gonna use that as well, but I decided no. I don't know why I decided no. I just did. There's just too many wires. Too
much shiznit.
Yeah, it is too much shiznit. You stay there because I'm gonna need you to turn it off when we're done. And however, listeners, you will be listening to the complete edited version. So, if you want to see the fun version and see us talking with our hands and seeing the fun video and all that fun jazz, watch the video to be on YouTube, which I'll share from YouTube to Facebook and so on and so forth.
Nice.
Hey, I'm not ready to be done yet. I'm having a good time. We've only been recording for like 38 minutes.
That's all right.
Let's show the peeps. Hey, peeps. This is what happens when we drink box wine. Let's show them how this works. You want to explain this?
The singing bowl?
Yeah. This is fun. We're all learning.
Well, it's a Tibetan singing bowl. And basically what it does is it cleans out the energy. And it also raises your vibration. I've never done one so tiny. That's what
Well, you gave this to Destiny.
I know. Here, let's try putting it.
Okay, off that. That is so cool. Do you want to see something else cool? Hold on, I'll show you. I don't know if I can do it, but we used to do this for fun. It's all right. It's clean because there's alcohol in there. Clearly there's alcohol in there. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Des, you might have to come be on the video. Oh, she used to do it so good and we got it going one time.
That's something I've never been able to do.
Yeah! It's starting. You hear it slightly.
I can hear it now.
Am I going too fast? I got it.
There you go. The singing glass.
Go ahead, Des. That's my daughter's arm. It's working. Sweet.
No, just depressed.
That's why it's working. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. That was fun. Do I really? Nah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's got alcohol in it. Cleaned
We're
everything
good.
out. So yes, this is a singing bowl. Destiny actually really likes these. She does that, and then she lets me have it out here sometimes, and we do it when I'm secretly learning things.
They come in all sizes, and then you have the white ones that are a little bit bigger, and they're for the chakras.
Oh.
They're really expensive, but there are certain sizes for each of the chakras, so when you're doing a healing session, you can do those bowls, and it puts off the certain vibration for that chakra to clear it out and heal it. One day I'd like to be able to afford to get a whole set, but they can get pretty expensive.
Now, do you have to buy them all in a set, or can you buy them separately?
You can buy them separately.
And they're white?
Yep, those are usually white.
Huh.
I'll find some pictures for you.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I also want to get a hang drum. Have you ever listened to hang drum music?
No.
I love it.
I don't even know what it is. You see me, I'm like I knew what it was.
They're like $500 for a hang drum.
Oh, heck. Can we make one? I'm all about crafty and building things, no?
Probably, in some shape or form, but I like the sound of them.
Can you look one up? I just want to know.
I'd like to learn how to play them.
Think maybe we could find one at one of these shows that we're going to be at?
Might.
Because we're going to be all over this year. This is great. This is so great.
These are hang drums. Here, I'll find some hang drum music.
Oh, good one. That is weird. It looks like a UFO. I'm not even going to lie.
Like
here, I'll put it on the screen here. Drum. This one's $645.
I know, some of them are extremely expensive.
Oh, hold on. Let me get back to my microphone. But bigger. I don't know if you can see this on the video. I know you can't see it on the audio, but...
Well, yeah, and that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like an alien spaceship, and then each of those parts that you hit, it gives you off a certain tune. Let's see if I can find...
Yeah, definitely.
Do this one. Hope it's picking it up.
So, okay, what would be the purpose of having one of those?
Drumming is actually a very spiritual thing anyway.
So what you're telling me is Hayden is spiritual?
Well, in a sense, like it's a really great thing to do when there's a full moon and you get a full circle of just beating on the drums. It's a release of energy, but it also raises your vibration and kind of takes you in transcendence, and like to a different spiritual level.
Huh.
It's kind of like a spiritual awakening type thing.
Interesting.
But if you ever research drum circles, I don't know if I've ever seen a hang drum in a drum circle, but I'd really like to learn how to play one. I can see someone getting lost and just playing it.
Oh yeah, it sounds beautiful. I love
does.
music and I love just instrumental music. To me, those. I bet Dad could make you one of those because you want to know what that looks like. The top of one of those old grills.
Oh, yeah.
That, like the black grills. You show Dad a picture, he'll make you one.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
He would find a way.
I'm gonna get you
I was gonna say, that's mine!
I know. Whoa, thing's gonna go over. Alright. Wow, that's so cool. That is so cool. I see.
I'm gonna get me one.
Every day's just learning. Just learning. I just love it.
There's a lot of different tools that you can use to speak in a spiritual way. You don't necessarily have to do it like, be a reader but you could be an artist. You could play, an instrument. There's all sorts of things to bring out that feeling and raise that vibration.
Huh. I have no talent whatsoever. I dabble in things, but I've never found anything that just comes to me so natural.
But you're a creator. You're always doing projects.
I love creating things. I'm not saying I'm good at it, but I love creating things. I love creating... What the hell is this? Oh, my studio. I love creating... I do love creating things. I got I actually own like 4 sewing machines, 2 over there that me and Destiny use. I do love to create things. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm awesome. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You're a creator.
I do love to create things. And I did teach my daughter how to sew. And one of her friends was over one time and they were like, "Oh, what now?" I'm like, "Do you know how to sew?" "Well, why would I know how to do that?" And I'm like, "Oh, man, the feeling of being able to create something is absolutely amazing." I've made our blankets that we use on our beds. Yeah, I have a shit ton of boughten blankets because, well, I love blankets. But to know that I made something and my energy went into that, like, I don't know, to me it makes it look so beautiful. That's why I love Destiny.
Different.
She's drawing and painting. Like, that's what she's doing right now, but that's what she does all the time. Mm-hmm. And she's creating something. And for people to create things, no matter what it is, music, I create all sorts of weird shit when I'm sewing. Aprons. I love making aprons. I'm not even gonna lie.
You make really cute aprons.
I'm on the path, and I do have the material and stuff to make some witchy aprons, as I would like to refer to them as. So, like, you can hold like your essential oils, your sage in, your crystals in, that type of thing.
Oh yeah.
I am, however, going to make myself an investigating apron. So I can have, like, my flashlights, my cameras, and everything. That way I'm not, like, having to go back to the station, as we refer to it as, and, change out things because I only have 2 hands. But you're right. We're awesome.
Oh,
yeah. Let's see. What else we got up here? Hey, when's the last... You want to use my cards and give me a reading? Are you okay with that?
I can try.
Okay. This will be fun, guys, and especially for I may cut this part out of the podcast.
I have my own cards, too.
Oh, do you? You want to use yours? I don't care either way. I think mine have been used by me 2 times.
Yeah, I just have to find where I put my...
Oh, do you need out of the studio?
I do.
There's a password. What is that? Which bitches? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Is this the angel cards?
It is the ones that I actually got from your shop.
Yeah, I used to.
They called. They called to me, and I was like, I need those. Oh my God! Funny story. Before you go out there, my mom. I had all this stuff with me when we had that interview last week. She's looking through the deck. She's like, "Well, can I touch them?" I was like, "Oh, you have learned things from me." I was like, "You always ask to touch things," and so she's like looking through, and she goes, "There's no death card. Why isn't there a death card?" I said, "Because this is a nice set." I said, "You know me, and I don't." And I said, "Mom," she's like, "Good, because that's a scary one." I said, "It doesn't mean what you think it means." I said, "I thought the same thing until Mary gave me my first card reading, and I was like," and then, no, it could be the death of a bad habit. It could be the death of, any of those things.
Well, yeah, it's sometimes the symbolism, not the word itself.
Right.
All right. And I'm back.
And I'm back.
Is it sad that I carry my cards everywhere with me?
No, I don't know. I think you should. I've been debating it, even though I did learn how to give card readings.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I told my mom I'd give her one. No. So I'm like, okay. And like Destiny, and it's just something I like to, I don't want to say play around with, because you don't necessarily want to play around with it, because it is learning. If you are in your spiritual journey, it's learning.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm all about learning new things and how to do it.
It's a good way to find guidance.
Oh, for
There's
sure.
There's all sorts of different cards out there. These are just the ones, my mom took me to my first psychic fair when I was 16, and this it's not the very same deck, but it's the first deck that I bought. And
Okay.
when your dad, pushed me into getting into doing readings again, I decided to buy a new deck, and this was the first deck that popped up.
Okay.
So I got it, and these are the ones I connect with, and
that's how I felt, because these were at your shop for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you remember, but always looking through the stuff, because I'm always looking for a reason to spend money. And I miss that shop. I'm not even going to lie. Because that's like when Sean and I first got together, and like, remember him riding his bike down a couple times and stuff, and we did things down there? Just to,
to see what we're doing?
Yeah.
Well, by next Saturday, I'll be in my new shop.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
It'll be right across from where I am now, Creative Designs. They're going to move into their front shop.
Okay.
And then I'll have my own separate door.
Yeah.
Where you can come into the side of the building and come into my office. And
so come into my office.
It's all painted. The floor is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait. Are we? Because I don't think of us as separate individuals. We're like one. So are we going to have like a grand opening?
I'm going to try, yeah.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I thought we could do like a grand recording type thing.
I was just, you guys can't know this yet. Hold on, I'm going to take notes.
And because it's a nice big space and it's so clean and it's so nice.
That would be great to do, like a little live there, and that would be just
get
great.
People sitting in front of us.
Yeah, and doing what we're doing now.
I know.
And having a good time. And of course, you giving some readings, maybe bringing some new clients and stuff. It'd be great. So if you guys are interested, email us at paranormalxl@writeme.com. I'd be a great talk show host.
You would.
And I'm supposed to cut this, right?
However you like. With your left hand.
Oh, that's weird. Really? Is it supposed to be with the left hand? See, I'm always learning. Learning. That's what I do. And then I'm piling back up, right?
Yep, however you like.
Thanks. This is a pretty deck.
I do like it.
It's very adulty. I don't know why I feel that way, but...
It's not overly spiritual. It's a very...
Oh, I'm like this one? Oh, this is the card I just pulled up from mine. Can you guys see it? I can't hear you. Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, this is actually kind of like the core center of you right now. It's on your mind, and it's really kind of trying to scout out different information.
Oh, yeah.
We got the 4 card, which is a spiritual. When you get the number 4, that means like it's a spiritual lesson. So that's the lesson you're going through right now, is scouting out new information.
I am.
And finding like a lot of stuff's going to change.
It is.
Right now, I'm in my Venus return, which means astrologically, Venus is where it was right now, not only 2 years ago, but where it was when I was born.
Okay.
So I had to look back to like my goddess stuff of what I was doing exactly 2 years ago, and that was starting the new shop.
Yes.
So everything's cycling right now, and it's going to the next level for me.
Wait, I just thought of something. The whole 3 things. I love things in 3. I always have. This is your 3rd place. So
Exactly.
This is it.
Exactly.
Not it. I'm not saying this is it, but this is probably
where everything progresses.
where you're gonna.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay!
And so, like, it's sort of like the same thing for you. You're scouting out that new information.
I am. It's exhausting.
It's like everybody's getting ready to take their places in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about the Game of Thrones and like the spiritual warfare type thing. Everybody's taking their places. Okay.
Getting ready for the big change.
And that's why you're getting that negative feedback, is from the people who are trying to fight back, who want to spread the negativity versus that positivity.
The love. Spread the love.
And really, too, to go back to this, we have the 4 card here, the 4 card here, and that's the 8. So we're getting ready to come into the culmination of it all, okay? It's finishing off that lesson, and we're going to the next stage. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And so these are all lessons in your past that are going to lead to your central situation right now. Okay? And
I love to dance.
there's been lots of like trying to of forming relationships and trying to make the connections, but always kind of feeling like you're falling short, where the connections you make, they don't make the same connections with you. And it's kind of left you, it's sort of like when you're getting your information now, it's taught you to be more careful about the information that you bring in and start believing in yourself more. Sitting in silence and having faith more of your own energy than listening to what everybody else wants you to do for yourself. It's that moving forward.
Yeah.
And this is like the center of you of not doing that same old dance over and over again and finally cultivating what you want and doing what you feel is right. What you feel, not so much what people tell you to do, but what feels right to you.
Being myself.
Yes.
Do I need a bigger table?
No, you're all right. Now this is kind of like your future.
Ooh.
And this is a card of somebody, if you can see it. It's like a woman who is facing the side, and she's getting ready to cut her hair. There's situations that haven't been completely put behind you, and it kind of makes you go back and forth with what you want to do and how you want to do it. But the true message is that you are a warrior woman. And so having love and faith in yourself is what's going to get you forward, because there is another card just like this one, except for the woman's facing you, and she's completely cutting her hair off, and you can see all the storm behind her. So it's kind of like you're almost there. But it's fighting out the demons of this. This is going to be your next lesson, is finding out the information that you believe in and shutting out the information that people tell you have to believe in, so you can quit doing that same dance and start cultivating and finally quit going back and forth with your decision making and completely put all that behind you and move forward to what you want to do with nobody else's opinion mattering at all.
But I need your opinion to matter. I'm just saying, because you're kind of my partner. You're 50% of PXL.
Oh, yeah.
So
this is more like,
I know.
Like outside people of what they think you should be doing and how you should be doing it.
Yeah, screw them. Because I am to that point. Because I know that I've worked hard for this, and the people that matter the most to me support me. And that's why I'm able to keep going forward. Mm-hmm. Like if those... And my circle is small, and my circle is family. Like, and that's okay with me. Not my whole family. But my close family. Yes.
Go ahead and hand me those cards over there.
Well, what's my past?
The past is like...
I try not to remember.
The things that like hang you up, all right? Is getting into relationships and allowing them to steal your energy, which left you broken. Where you kind of lost yourself, who you were trying to be what they wanted you to be, what they expect you to be. Until finally you just didn't want to be with them anymore at all, because you had changed so much that you didn't know who you were. It's like you knew who you were, but you were tired of having to be this certain person to fit their image.
Word, that's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
And I'm going to tell that to all you viewers right now, because that is exhausting. Be you. Love you. What you're doing is okay. Like, as long as you're not harming yourself or anybody else, you are okay, because harming yourself or anybody else, there's no reason for any of that. Just
be happy.
Yes. Yeah.
If
you feel full happy. And you can go to bed at night and you can close your eyes and feel good about your day because you did what fulfilled your needs or wants. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So many people, even myself included, like, I bought these red shoes.
Sorry, I started the music.
Oh, can I move these or do you want these here? Sorry, got sidetracked, guys. Sorry.
Okay, so for the here and now, pay attention to the dreams that are coming in.
Oh, I don't want to.
Because there's going to be messages in there somewhere, and there's something you need to take care of health-wise. Okay?
Oh, we're going to throw that one out. Can I get a new one?
But for your past, take that past energy and make a wish of what you want, because in the future, you're going to find that you can manifest whatever you want. So what you really wish from your past is to not allow anybody to change you ever again. And because of that wish, you're going to be able to, you got to always have gratitude for what you have.
Always.
Follow your dreams, take care of yourself, and you're going to find by balancing all of that emotion, you're going to be able to manifest whatever you want. You're going to be able to manifest the idea of moving forward as that warrior woman, as that diva.
I'll take
nobody
that
can
diva.
touch your shit.
That's right.
When you're in your own balance, nobody can take your power ever.
So I'll flip a table on a mofo. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Oh, we can't forget about that video. I really hope that comes in. I may have to call Des back out here so she can move the camera closer so you guys can see.
That's funny.
Because I want to do as less editing as I can so we can get this out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. So that was kind of a good reading,
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
So good things are coming is what you're telling me.
Well, yeah.
Good, because...
That's where you're at, like, energetically, in order to heal. Because we're always healing something from our past.
Well, yeah, I'll agree to that. My dreams have been so
most.
messed up lately. And
Mine have been, too.
There's a lot of times where I'm like, I don't even know if I dream. I'm like, whatever. But I don't know, like the last week, I probably had 3 or 4 dreams that I'm like, ugh, why are they coming up in my dream? Like, it's so, like, almost real. And I'm like, oh, why? Oh, no. You're from my past. I don't want you, like, why are you still here?
Mm-hmm.
Type of thing.
Well, that's just pay attention to your dreams because there's an aspect to that relationship that needs to be healed. And so I'm almost betting that it's the universe's way and your guide's way of showing you that pay attention to those dreams because issues like that are going to come up. That way you can karmically heal them and take care of them.
Makes sense.
It does. And that's the astrological part is everything's a cycle. So everything's like a 7-year cycle. So if there's things that you didn't finish through where you need to close it. You need to close out the deal, so to speak. Maybe not necessarily with that person, but in some shape or form, and the universe will bring you ways to close that deal.
Okay.
Be smart enough to see it and close that deal and move forward out of that karmic lesson. That's why I
want to
pay attention to your dreams because if you can balance that out, you can
start
manifest
writing them
anything.
down. Yeah, I really like these two. Just saying, because he's got abs and she's got angel wings, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Wow. And I try to show appreciation as much as I can because, like, oh, man, I am so thankful for everything it'll be a year in March. And I do want to try to plan something, like, amazing for March for all 4 episodes, for the month of March. So if you guys have any ideas, let us know. And let us know. We'll take it. We'll try to make it happen, whatever. Because I am so thankful how much Paranormal XL podcast has grown. The crew has grown.
Mm-hmm.
We had an interview last week with
the Grand Rapids Ghost Hunters.
Yes, Grand Rapids Ghost Hunters. And they're also a video podcast. But that was one thing I mentioned on there was that, like, everybody